Okay, here's the deal, Ron Paul, folks. I have been up for the past 48 hours feverishly looking for some files that were in my video camera. I have a Wi-Fi video camera that I took with me to the Oklahoma State Convention for the 11th and the 12th. And apparently on the May the 12th, from 3:01 p.m. to 6. Let me see. I want to be exact here. Yeah, from 3:06 p.m. to 6:01 p.m. on May the 12th, somebody had hacked in through my Wi-Fi, because I got a Wi-Fi camera, and had taken the files for that particular time period. Now, I don't know what was so important for someone to take those files for that particular time period. I do know that during that particular time period, I believe that was something going on the other side of the convention floor, where the security cops came in and was jacking up one of the Ron Paul guys. And I went over there with the camera, deliberately videoed it, and kept the video on up until, just until there was no more to video. And there was some voting going on during that particular time period for, I think it was for a chairmanship position. And I just can't imagine why that would be so important for someone to try to do that. Now, the Wi-Fi of the camera was on for an MPV4, so that I can quickly upload it through a Wi-Fi to my iPad, so that I could just shoot it off to YouTube while I was there at the convention hall. But I never got a chance to do it, but the Wi-Fi was open during this particular time period. Because the moment I saw that problem that's going over there, when the cops or the security showed up, I immediately put it on for MP4 for it to be Wi-Fi'd up. But I never got a chance to upload it. And it was during that particular time period when those files turned up missing. Now, of all the people that was in that convention, I don't know why my particular camera was targeted. And it was on the open Wi-Fi through the hotel. And it's just very disturbing to me. I would have thought that of all the places that I could have ever gone to, I would have thought that the Oklahoma State GOP Convention would have been the last place that I would have secured a networking type of video camera. I mean, we're not talking about the Pentagon. Matter of fact, I would be more secure if I was at a national convention. But the state of Oklahoma, as small of a state as it is, I just would have never thought that I would have had to go that far. Now, apparently somebody in the Republican Party in Oklahoma is playing hardball. And it makes me think that the hatred that they have for Ron Paul is so venomous. I mean, that it's just unreal. And of all the videos that I took from May the 11th to May the 12th, no other files were missing. None. Except for that particular time period, from 3:06 p.m. to 6:01 p.m. on May the 12th. Now, I know a lot of people have a problem with the way I voted, and I'm going to address that. I have never questioned the way anyone voted. I mean, not at any time, be it a convention or anywhere else. But it seems like some people had a problem with the way I voted on the first ballot vote. They thought that I was just siding with the Ron Paul people. No, I just felt that the executive committee, that it should not just be left up to them. It should have been left up to the people that was at the convention to vote on who they want to send to nationals. I mean, that was my decision, and I don't think I should have had to answer to anybody for it, and I don't think that I should have to be instructed on how I am to vote on on a matter like that. I mean, it's my vote. I stand by it, and, you know, I didn't like that scene that was created on the convention floor behind Hughes County vote, and it was really directed at me. And there were some people who came up and approached me and wanted to know what was going on behind me. The people said some bad things about me, and I didn't realize they were saying anything bad about me because I was so focused on videoing and this issue that people have in my voting for Engel. First of all, I don't even know Fair. Fair did not make himself accessible. I went to his booth 3 times and he was never there. I wouldn't know him if you showed me a picture of him. But, you know, he just did not make himself accessible. So, Engel, he was more accessible. He seemed like he had some people skills. He would make a great salesman. And the young adults who were there, you know, I observed that they had a lot of respect for him and they look up to him. And, you know, that pretty much swayed my decision as well, because you got to get along with people. And he seems like he likes to work. I mean, he seemed like the type of person who works out in the field, not just behind the desk. And he just struck me as someone who can get along with anybody. And like you said, you know, he has done, you know, he has national experience. But anyway, that was my vote. And there was some had a problem with me getting on the stage, standing with other people in support of Engel. And I don't know why it would bother anybody, but that was my decision, and I don't question how other people vote. And I don't know if this was, I don't know if that's, you know, what I had done may have resulted in my, you know, with my camera being hacked and all. But of all the horrendous experience that I had endured while I was at the state convention, and to get hacked on top of it, I mean, man, that lets me know that somebody's playing for keeps in the RNC in Oklahoma. I had tried to go through the timeline on the camera. I mean, from the moment I turned it on, when I got in the parking lot, until the moment that I left the outdoor convention. And it just saddens me that someone would do something like that, because there were other things that was going on in this convention that someone that I thought that would have been more worthy for them to, you know, to swipe. But the swipe that particular time period is very concerning to me. But I mean, but this stuff here going on, hating on Ron Paul and Ron Paul support. And as a matter of fact, I was not a Ron Paul supporter initially. I was a Rick Perry supporter. But be it as it may, I don't see the big deal with a lot of people in the Republican Party in Oklahoma that are just so hating on Ron Paul, like he's the boogeyman. But it has to stop. And to start prejudicing other people who hang out with Ron Paul folks, or who say good things about Ron Paul folks, or who vote in a certain way that's not to their liking, that has to stop too. But whoever did this hacking on my camera, which really bothers me, because I've never lost a file in all the years that I've been videoing. And anybody that knows me know that I have never left my house without a video camera. And I've never been to a meeting that I did not video. That's a fact. And I've never lost a file. And I have used this Wi-Fi camera before in sensitive areas and never had it hacked before. But at a Republican of Oklahoma, and to get hacked, I mean, my Wi-Fi camera hacked like that? I mean, geez. I mean, you know, how, I mean, what much more are y'all, I mean, are you guys going to do over there? But whoever did this, you got by this time. There will not be a second time.